Oh, hey. Hey, Player 89 here from Squid Game, The Challenge Season 2. I've got some secrets for you. And you know what? It's time to spill the tea. I have to admit, I'm pretty disappointed with the way they edited that first test. And I'm also disappointed that they didn't give our whole team credit. And I want to get into that. But a fun fact, I was an O. At the very last minute, jumped on the X Squad. We entered the iconic White Room, and all of a sudden a voice came over the sound system and said there was going to be a mass elimination, and it was a counting challenge. I knew I didn't want to leave my fate into somebody else's hands. After they announced that challenge, the room erupted. It was chaos. It was so intense. People were yelling and screaming at each other across this room. Nobody could understand each other. It was so loud. But all these people's lives were on the line. My friend Derek, player 148, and Steven from San Antonio, player 261, they were encouraging me to go up to the front. They knew I was a musician. They thought I'd be perfect for the challenge. When I walked up there, I met Jesse, player 58, for the first time. And he was a fellow musician, and we both thought it would be a great idea if we did the challenge together. But we both knew it would be kind of tricky if we had to count and keep track of the 1-second intervals at the same time. So we recruited Olabanga, player 10, to do the counting, and then we had a backup to him, Taylor, player 158, and she helped us out. So now we have this great team put together, and they gave us time to rehearse. So Jesse came up with this great idea. He remembered that the song Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd was recorded at 60 beats per minute. That means 1 beat per second. And all we had to do is kind of sing that song, and then we can get the intervals correct. So we started practicing. So, you think you can tell? And all of a sudden, over the loudspeaker, we hear, "Please do not sing during the challenge." We're like, oh, okay. After our successful rehearsal, the room calmed down, and I can see people were giving their trust in us. And it was a pretty cool feeling. It helped my confidence as well. And so we started counting. And 456 seconds is over 7 minutes of counting. And that was a long time. But we locked in. When they announced that we won, the place erupted. It was the biggest eruption of human beings I've ever heard in my life. People were coming up to me crying, so appreciative. It was such an incredible moment. But we all looked up and we saw the O's were laying on the floor. My heart went out to all those players that came out to the UK because they had their fate decided by somebody else. But guess what? You can see how all my fellow X players appreciated me in the next episode.